Join us for our first Alaskan cruise. It is day 3, Glacier Day. We've not made it to the glacier, but it is a day where the characters are in their special outfits that they only have for Alaska. So the lines to meet these characters are super long. Jared has been out here for over an hour holding a spot for us. We've been out here for about 20 minutes. You only get 2 photos. There are no autographs, is what they are telling us so far. So that way it can move fast since it's such a popular meet and greet. They do meet throughout the day. You have this beautiful background that I will share with you, but just be prepared. It's super cold and windy, but it'll be worth it for Mickey. Characters start officially meeting at 9 a.m. Our cruise was the first week of June, and for us, this morning was cold and windy. The ship does have blankets that you can borrow from the pool deck, and the cast members were offering hot cocoa to keep you warm. If you are brave enough, the Goofy pool is open during the character meets. Once Mickey came out, we finally waited another 30 minutes to meet Mickey, and it was a very quick interaction. We headed inside to warm up and saw in the DCL app that Thor was meeting, so we warmed up inside and chatted with him. Okay, so we met Mickey. Here's what I will tell you. That is not the time to spend your magical moments with Mickey. They move extremely fast. You get 2 photos, and honestly, my kiddo tried to kind of have a conversation with Mickey, and they kind of intervened because the line is just so long. It's ridiculous. Not in a bad way, just meaning everybody wants their picture with him, so they have to get through as many people as possible. So if you want to get a magical moment, meet Mickey some other time. That is just a photo op. What do you mean there's 2 photo ops?
There's one later in the day.
Yeah, and if you do want more of a magical moment, in that costume and that outfit, then I would suggest waiting until the afternoon or the evening times. Hopefully it's not as crowded. The scenery is beautiful, but you will be waiting an hour or more, and then they'll cut it off at some point. So just know the morning is probably the most busy. You don't get a whole lot of time. We're gonna try and grab the other characters around the afternoon and evening because we didn't have time to do anybody else. Minnie's line was over an hour. So Jared and I are headed to Palo. We'll take you along with that. That is our favorite thing to do on a Disney cruise, is go eat at Palo. I didn't even change. I had an entire outfit planned for Palo, but we didn't have time because we also stopped to meet Thor with our kiddos and drop them off with Kids Club and things like that. So I'm not exactly dressed the way I wanted, but that's okay. We're gonna go enjoy some delicious food. Palo is an adult-only dining experience and is now $55 per person. Disney has increased the price by $5 since our sailing. Reservations are required, and just like your excursions and any other onboard activities, the booking window depends on your castaway status. If you don't grab a reservation before you board, make sure you head there on your embarkation day and check availability. This is not a guarantee, as this is a very popular restaurant, but you might have a chance at grabbing a last-minute opening. There is a dress code, and I have another video on this, and I will link that below in the description. Even with the $5 price increase, I still think this is a really fantastic deal. The service is top-notch, the views are incredible, and the food is amazing. From start to finish, it's my favorite meal that I've ever had at any Disney experience. Okay, Palo was phenomenal again.
Brunch menu has about 15 to 20 items, between the starters down to eggs how you want them, to pancakes or waffles of different variety, to
celery soup.
Yeah.
Which is one of the best things. And now you're going to be like, why are you telling me a vegetable soup is the best? Because it is, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I can't promise you, but it's so good. We are going to try and go get some more characters since that did not go as planned this morning. And we are going to we're getting very close to the glacier. We've seen lots of chunks kind of as we're cruising through. The views at Palo were insane and beautiful and gorgeous and better than we could have ever hoped for. And so we are going to do some glacier time and character time.
We got to the mouth of the glacier, or to the ice cap about 12 o'clock. They said it takes about 2 hours, 2.5 to get up to the face of the glacier, and then the boat will rotate on all sides so that you can get different viewpoints from your stateroom if you wish to stay in there, and then you take about a 2-hour trek out. So about an hour into it, we started seeing floating ice caps, and it was been very cool. So we're getting there.
We are not doing the excursion. We're going to stay on the ship, see what we can get. We're just home over some good views. So, okay, we'll see you soon. The ship will make an announcement when you're approaching the glacier so you don't miss it. We headed to deck 10 around 1:45, and for us, that was perfect timing. We immediately got in a line to meet Goofy, and while we waited, we were just in awe of how beautiful the scenery was around us. There were so many waterfalls along the way, and we had our binoculars out so we could actually spot some seals while we were waiting. Meeting Goofy was a very different experience than the meet with Mickey in the morning. This interaction was wonderful as they were allowed to take a little bit more time with each family because the lines aren't nearly as long. They still don't sign autographs, but we were able to grab more than just 2 photos during the glacier viewing while we met the characters. Plus, I think the backdrop is just better and it breaks up your time while looking at the glacier from different angles. If you're not participating in the glacier excursion, in my opinion, this is the best time to meet the characters in their unique outfits. Right after we met Goofy, we spotted Pluto on the other side and headed there. He had a very short line and we waited maybe 10 minutes, and he was so sweet and gave us lots of really fun photo opportunities. Donald's line had already formed behind us, so we jumped in that line and waited about 20. Again, we were able to see the seals and enjoy the views while we waited in this line. After that, we had plenty of time to go over towards the side of the ship that was viewing the glacier and grab some photos there too. Once the glacier excursions are over, they bring a piece of the ice on board for everyone to see. This was Jared's favorite part of the day, and the kids really loved it too because they thought it was so cool that they got to touch the glacier without going to the glacier. Jared took the kids back inside to warm up, and I headed into Cove Cafe for a little coffee and back outside to enjoy the last moments here. Shout out to the cast member Paolo who took the time to pose me for these photos. Okay, let's talk about how I wasn't prepared for Glacier Day. I knew it was going to be beautiful and majestic, but the amount of times that I have cried today just looking at this insane scenery, I can't even put into words. You're going to want to take a million pictures and it's not going to do it justice. You're going to have all of the photos that you want, but it's still not going to be able to capture how stunning this is. I've been out here for probably 3 hours now, and I don't want to go in. We have seen seals. We saw a mama seal and a baby seal, and they booped. It was the cutest thing. Everything happened so fast, I have no proof. We have been able to see a couple of seals today. This has been kind of a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And I think you're going to love Glacier Day if you have an Alaskan cruise. I think you're going to love it. We are going to head to dinner. We have Triton's again, and then we have Freezing the Night Away. Our dinner at Triton's is going to be Frozen themed, so it's like Norwegian inspired. I could end the day today right now and be completely content, but we'll see what else the night brings. And bonus, as I was heading back inside to warm up, I ran into Coda from Brother Bear with absolutely no line, and I was able to grab a quick photo. Back inside, festivities for Freezing the Night Away had started. Freezing the Night Away replaces Pirate Night on an Alaskan cruise. They had a maypole and a small interactive activity before dinner. We didn't find this to be as immersive as Pirate Night.
The menu is Frozen themed, and there are special Frozen themed cups that you can purchase. I apparently didn't take any video of what we ate except for the desserts, but I remember really enjoying this menu except for the liver pate, which was disgusting. Typically, there is a deck show with Frozen characters on this night, but due to weather, this was postponed to another night at sea. So instead, they threw a character dance party in the atrium with Mickey, Minnie, Daisy, Donald, Pluto, Goofy, and Chip and Dale. This ended up being so much fun, and even though it was crowded and a little bit overstimulating, we all really loved it. They played Disney songs and other songs that adults will definitely enjoy if this happens to occur on your cruise. Kids didn't have any desire to go to the kids club since it was an open house again, so Jared and the kids headed to the theater to watch Mufasa, and I snuck away to the French Quarter Lounge. The French Quarter Lounge is one of my favorite places on the ship. It is so beautifully themed and especially gorgeous at night. They serve a variety of drinks and of course beignets at an additional cost. Live bands and trivias are often located in this spot, but if you can sneak away here when it's quiet, you can enjoy the ambiance, and it's so lovely. Jared and I grabbed a drink here multiple times, and my favorite part was that you were dealt cards with your drink that you could use as coasters, and they're nice little souvenirs. After the movie, we had the best surprise and ran into Minnie, who was still in her adorable Alaskan themed outfit. There was barely a line, and we had some adorable interactions. We were so grateful for stumbling upon Minnie in the atrium during this time. Hey, it's Ashley here. Before you watch the last part of this video, please accept my apology on the terrible audio. I think we just forgot to turn on the microphone during this part, so bear with us as the last bit of this audio is a little bit rough. I'm so sorry. We're wrapping up Glacier Day.
Day 3.
Day 3, and I will say the Frozen party was canceled because of the weather, or it's postponed.
Fine.
They did a character dance party instead in the lobby or the atrium.
Yep.
With Mickey and friends, and I think the adults had more fun than the kids.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Shout out to the cast member that knew Eye to Eye dance with Goofy.
The cast members were incredible.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you are. Especially when you have to change your plans at the last second. So we really enjoyed that. And so then instead of that, then after we did the dance party, we did Mufasa and just kind of chilled out for the rest of the evening. We were going to wrap up because we have a very...
early morning.
Hopefully. We have a very early morning tomorrow. We have the helicopter excursion, dog sled excursion planned for tomorrow.
Yep.
I don't know if we will get there. It depends on the weather, but we'll let you know. But we hope you'll join us for that.
Yep.
So we're hoping for a great day in Skagway tomorrow. And even if we don't get to our excursion, because you never know what's going to happen, we are still going to explore the city and yeah, still have a great day. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.